We got some more breaking news out of Boston. For the second straight day, the Boston Celtics yesterday traded away another one of their key players. This time it was one of their big men. Kristaps Porzingis is gone. He is going to the Atlanta Hawks. They are also sending a second round pick. Not sure if it is for next year or the year after. I'm not 100% sure quite yet. This was reported by Shams yesterday. The Atlanta Hawks are trading Terrence Mann and the 22nd overall pick to the Brooklyn Nets, and they are also trading Georges Niang and a second round pick to the Boston Celtics. This is a 3-team trade. The Brooklyn Nets did not have to give up anything for him. They're just getting a nice player, Terrence Mann. He's a really good guy. I'm pretty sure. I don't watch a lot of Hawks basketball, so if any Hawks fans are watching, can you kind of confirm that down below if anybody does watch these videos? But we're reporting the news, and I mean, I'm just going to say this. We have another trade to get to as well from yesterday. So essentially, what the Celtics are doing was they were a second apron team, and they are one of a few second apron teams. I know the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have not made any moves that I am aware of yet. They were a second apron team. The Celtics were. Now they are out of that second apron. The second apron means you cannot trade players. You have to trade players that have like the same salary cap, and you cannot sign anybody unless it's like a minimum, which is not a very good thing. So the Celtics got out of that by trading Kristaps Porzingis, and this kind of raises the question: what now are the Celtics gonna do? I mean, they did get some young talent yesterday, but now they're getting Georges Niang, and don't get me wrong, Georges Niang can be a really good three-point player. He can also be a pretty good defender when he wants to be, but more than likely he's going to give you like 7-8 off the bench, which is not great in today's NBA, but it's something. But the second round pick also, like I said, these picks are valuable regardless if they are second round picks. The Brooklyn Nets are getting Terrence Mann and a second round pick, the 22nd overall pick, for basically free. And I don't know if there's more to this trade or not. That's what Shams reported originally, so that's what I'm going off of right now. Let's just quickly get into a trade grade so I can go on to the next trade. I'm going to give the Boston Celtics a C-. I know they're trying to get out of like the second apron. You do not want to be a second apron team, but Kristaps Porzingis was a really important player in that championship team a couple years ago, and trading him away for basically nothing, it's just not worth it. Now for the Atlanta Hawks, don't get me wrong, this is a B+. I mean, you're getting Kristaps Porzingis, and you're also getting rid of Georges Niang, but Georges Niang actually looked pretty good at the end of last season. That's why I'm not giving them like an A- or an A+, but a B+, don't get me wrong, that's still a really good trade. And then the Brooklyn Nets getting Terrence Mann and the 22nd overall pick, give them an A+. They're doing some stuff. Brooklyn, I mean, last year had no superstars really. They were just kind of there in the Eastern Conference. But hey, maybe that 22nd overall pick can get them a really good player that they can develop in the future. And who knows, maybe these Brooklyn Nets are looking at a play-in spot or maybe a playoff spot this year. You never know. We have another trade, and this one's kind of interesting. I've seen people say it's like a nothing trade, but I'm here to kind of say it's a fair trade, really. And honestly, the trade grade is probably going to show that. But the New Orleans Pelicans traded C.J. McCollum and Kelly Olynyk in a second-round pick, a future second-round pick, I know, they sent him to Washington for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the 40th overall pick, so a second-round pick. Like I said, this is really even. C.J. McCollum is a really good player when he is healthy and all that, and he showed that last year. He is a veteran, so you're getting something there, but Kelly Olynyk, he's a bench player. He can give you 10 off the bench, I would say. He's a pretty decent player. And the Washington Wizards, you know, they were terrible last season, but you pair these veterans with a young player, Alex Sarr, in this young roster, it's going to look so much better. And then to get off of Jordan Poole and Sadiq Bey at the same time, don't get me wrong, Jordan Poole is a really good player. He helped the Warriors win a championship back in 2022, and he can average 20. which the Pelicans are betting on him averaging 20, which I don't blame them. And then Sadiq Bey, he's okay. He's more of a bench guy. So essentially, what you're getting in this trade from New Orleans and Washington is you're getting a very valuable starter, while also having a nice bench player to go with it, and you're trading second round picks, which is a really good deal. It's literally just a fair one. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's a really good deal for both sides. Maybe more so for New Orleans because Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, they're a little younger than these veterans that New Orleans that Washington's getting. But I'm just gonna say this: the trade grade for both of them, I'm gonna give them a B plus. Both of them, really solid trade for both of them. I'm not gonna say that it's like a horrible trade for one side or the other, but I guess what would really separate this trade right now is that 40th overall pick and what the New Orleans Pelicans are going to do with that, and what this future second round pick is going to be. But other than that, it's pretty much an even trade, and that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be covering more news, maybe some signings and all that. Goodbye.